Big news from Amtrak today about the future of its fleet. Stay tuned for all of the details. Hi everyone, this is Bob from Bucket List Cruise and Travel, and today we have some big news to share with you about the future plans of Amtrak. Today, Amtrak and Siemens Mobility have announced a $3.4 billion agreement for Siemens to build up to 73 train sets for Amtrak. These new train sets include both locomotives and new train cars, and these new units will be built at the Siemens manufacturing facility in Sacramento, California. Another section of the agreement awards Siemens a 20-year maintenance contract for providing service to these new units. The first cars built by Siemens for Amtrak are forecasted to be added to Amtrak's rolling stock as soon as the year 2024. The new locomotives will use multiple power sources, including electric only on some routes equipped with overhead power lines for electrical needs, diesel locomotives, and a new hybrid lithium titanium battery system on other locomotives being produced from Siemens. Amtrak has an option to purchase an additional 10 trains as part of the first phase of this agreement, and has another option for as many as 130 more train sets to be produced for use on the expanded rail service in Amtrak's future plans, such as bringing rail service to cities as Cincinnati, Ohio, Houston, Texas, and hopefully Boise, Idaho, where there has currently no rail passenger services. This contract represents almost half of Amtrak's future planning to spend $7.3 billion as part of its efforts to overhaul the U.S. passenger rail service and the California Siemens unit to build a new generation of less polluting, more comfortable trains to upgrade Amtrak's aging fleet. These new trains will reshape the future of rail travel by replacing our aging 40 to 50-year-old fleet with state-of-the-art American-made equipment, said the Amtrak CEO Bill Flynn when asked for a comment. This investment is essentially to preserving and growing our Northeast regional and state-supported services, and will allow our customers to travel comfortably and safely while reducing carbon emissions, which is important to the leadership of Amtrak. Can you believe that some of the rolling stock being replaced by this order was in service when Amtrak began operations in 1971? And some of the rolling stock was purchased from other sources in the 1970s, including the cars run on the Northeast Regional line stretching from Washington to Boston, as well as the 1960s Metroliner cab and the Cascade service cars in the Pacific Northwest. This equipment is now 40 to 50 years old. It's definitely earned its keep, but now it's time for its retirement, said Gardner. This effort is to replace that equipment with the state-of-the-art, modern, versatile, efficient train sets. Amtrak President Stephen Gardner said in an interview that this is really the next big piece of our transformational effort for inner-city passenger rail across America. It's a huge moment for Amtrak and really the start of a whole new chapter in terms of Amtrak vehicles. So, finally, non-served cities are seeing the future of rail travel being one step closer to finally being realized. What changes will you notice on Amtrak? The new cars will be roomier, they will offer a better passenger experience, and feature individual power outlets, USB ports, onboard Wi-Fi, improved lighting, and an improved viewing with new panoramic windows being added. The rolling stock being built will be more comfortable for the rider than the ones Amtrak has been running. Amtrak's new trains will also have air ride suspension, there'll be larger seats, wider aisles, better accessibility, bigger windows, and the train cars inside are larger as well. We've gone to great lengths to maximize the interior space without maximizing the exteriors, they said. Amtrak is also on track to replace its Acela fleet with 28 high-speed trains from French manufacturer Alstom. The new Acela trains are part of a $2.5 billion project signed earlier, and those cars are expected to enter service on the Acela line in the spring of 2022, after delays in testing, in production, and training interruptions because, as you already know, the pandemic. These changes, along with the new dining service currently being rolled out on the 6 Western Amtrak lines, make the future of train travel a better experience. We recently covered the news that freshly prepared meal service was returning on some long-distance trains. Amtrak is promising to make this service not just equal to service before the pandemic, but better. So, big changes are afoot for Amtrak and its future plans, as one of our bucket list travel goals is to ride all the passenger rail service in the world. We are ready for a better Amtrak experience. What are you looking for in these future plans? Do you think Amtrak can deliver a service to complement these new cars? What is on your travel bucket list? I'd love to hear what you think. Please leave your comment below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you on the rails in the near future.